Hello again. I hope you've watched some of our previous videos on our cyber garage. If you did, you know that onboard solar charging is just not going to really help because it takes lots of solar panels to do the job, or lots of batteries, and lots of days of sunshine, or grid tie, or this, that, and a half a dozen other things. So enter the real solution. Put lots of panels on this specially designed solar cyber garage. I think the first thing you're going to notice is that the roof is designed to emulate the shape of the Cybertruck. It's a 60-40 split, with the 40 side south in northern climates and 60 side south in southern climates. Plenty of room for between 5 to 15 kilowatts of solar panel power. On a sunny day, what are you going to do with that 5 to 15 kilowatts of power? You're going to put it into a battery, most likely a Tesla Powerwall battery. And another way you could store it is you could put it right into your car, especially if it's a Leaf, because a Leaf has a special CHAdeMO connector and a battery that works two ways. Because now you can get these bi-directional chargers like this one. Totally awesome. Gotta happen. Perhaps you may choose to make your own out of batteries like this one from a Chevy Volt. And typically least expensively is simply using the grid as your battery, as in a grid tie system like this. There are many combinations and variations of these options, depending upon your use and need. Using a car such as a Leaf as electric storage is quite unique, especially in the winter. Because it's portable, this battery power can be used to import more electricity to the garage if you had a long bout of really poor weather or the panels get covered in snow. Now, on that subject, our garage plan offers design details that will promote rapid melting of snow, but there could be some significant loss of power reductions, making the Leaf battery strategy a very compelling option. It could buy you just enough time till the sun shines and the panels are cleared to get you through some hard winter times. Because melting snow will require some kind of power. It's got to come from somewhere, and that is likely going to be your batteries and or the heat stored in the building. If there is a sunny day after a snowfall, which there typically is in Wisconsin, it's a good idea to clear as much as possible, as fast as possible. The panels themselves will warm up in the sun, but chunks will still block some areas of the panel, reducing electricity. That's why it's a good idea to choose panels with a high shade resistance or tolerance. Another feature that we feel important that's designed into our cyber garage plan is a rainwater harvesting system. And rather than above ground, like the ones you see here, we feel it should be below ground to take advantage of insulation and geothermal effects near the garage, and then utilized by a water source heat pump. This DC energized water source heat pump would be powered directly with the solar electric panels. Advantage of converting the fractional generating capacity of the panels on cloudy days in northern climates. Multiplying this low power with a high coefficient of performance coming from the heat pump and the geothermal sources. Okay, I know this sounds complicated, but it's all coming together into what we call a solar heat pump module, which we're working on and we should have developed for use by everyone in midsummer. It was designed for most Midwest homes that have a sump pump system that keeps basements from flooding. They have an almost constant flow of runoff water depending upon location. By extracting geothermal heat from the earth that surrounds the building with rainwater and snow melt runoff, We can capture heating and cooling and store it for later use. We're going to have a whole video on this later, so you got to subscribe to see that one. And of course, it's all based on our premise that it is better to use electric panels to store heat or cool on a cloudy day rather than putting electricity into a battery for charging the car or for heating and cooling. It just makes way more sense to store solar way more effectively as either hot or cold that you're eventually going to be using anyway. Okay, this is a really interesting subject. And we're going to do a lot more on this on future videos. So stay tuned by subscribing and clicking that bell.